Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got a ZvZ between Zelthcon and VP's BenQIRev. Now I'm just going to call him BenQ because it's quicker, and Zelthcon, I'm going to try and pronounce his name correctly. I do actually know Zelthcon and I can never say his name right. I don't know what it is, it's just one of those words. I've even got it up on Google Translate to read it out to me to try and make sense of it, and I don't know why, I just want to say Zelthcon. I don't know, like in my brain I can see and hear myself saying it wrong, but still I can't seem to do it. So Zelthcon is basically what I'm going to try and say the entire game, and if I fail I do apologise to my good friend. However, we have got a ZvZ and this is going to be the pressing matter at hand. What is going to go on? Zelthcon is a Masters player and BenQ is of course Grandmasters, and I mean, Zelthcon has been playing a couple of GM players so far, so going on a bit of a winning streak, and it's going to be a 10 pull out of BenQ. So our pro player friend here is going to be going for a very, very early pull, so a lot of early aggression will probably be coming out. Meanwhile, Zelthcon, he's droning, because droning is good. There's not really much else to say after that. Droning is a good thing to do, and we're actually going to get an extractor trick out here as well, just to push out up to 11. There goes the extractor as well for BenQ. A double extractor, so kind of a double extractor trick going on there as well, just really putting off getting an overlord. Probably just doesn't like them or something. I mean, they are quite irritating, they just float around and it's just a bit weird. Anyway, Zelthcon is finally getting his pull, but obviously BenQ's is about finished now. So how is this going to play out? I do wonder. Straight away 3 guys over to gas. I don't think it is going to be for speed though. My money's on banelings, purely because the amount of time it would take to get speed out with such a late gas would kind of mean it would be so delayed that the push and the advantage of getting that really early pull would be gone. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays off. Obviously we've got 8 Zerglings on the way now. 6 though are on the way for Zelthcon, and Zelthcon has thrown down a spine as well. And I mean, that's a good move. It just really shows the kind of, he's apprehensive about some kind of play coming in, and I do believe that Overlord just caught a glimpse of it. If not, this one certainly will, so he knows exactly what is coming in. Here comes the Zerglings just defending the ramp, and a second spine caller going down. This could be really, really good because a Baning Nest is on the way now for BenQ. BenQ is going to have to do a lot of damage here. He is very all in, but obviously these 2 spines could be very, very effective. A great little engagement going on here, just kind of nudging back those Zerglings, and I don't actually think Zelthcon took any damage there, but obviously BenQ did, but he's pulling back. His Baning Nest is about 3/4 done. That second spine is nearly finished for Zelthcon now. He has completely stopped making drones at the moment, just getting an overlord because he is supply blocked at the moment, which is never a good thing to be. But then so is BenQ. Having said that, 6 Banelings on the way though, and this could be huge. This is going to be a really, really powerful push. It's really all up to the fence. This queen placement forward is good, but of course Zerglings can still sneak through. I do believe from there you need 2 queens to block that, and obviously Zelthcon doesn't have to. And here we go, a push is moving forward. Now I'm just going to hide this UI because let's see what's going to go on. Are these Banelings going to be able to get in? Just walking straight past, needs to be really careful. Oh, that was nearly a bit dangerous, and quite a few of the Banes are going to go down, but obviously the spines are out of position now. It's, oh, come on, Zelthcon has to pull these drones back, otherwise those Banelings will do huge damage. A big hit could go off there, and all the Zerglings do pretty much go down there for Zelthcon. That was not a good engagement. The Baneling, only one Baneling doesn't kill any drones though, so the Zerglings are going to try and pick off a couple more, and this could be quite awkward. And the Queen actually looking like it's going to stay up, and finally pulling those drones back towards the spines, and that's going to be really essential to hold this. 6 more Zerglings are on the way for Zelthcon though, and he should be able to hold this. Zelthcon just has to be careful with these engagements, doesn't want to lose too many Zerglings here, and now needs to very, very quickly pull these drones back, which is exactly what he's going to do. If we take a look, it is actually 10 drones to 8, so that did quite a lot of damage there. I mean, 8 workers were killed, but for that entire duration, obviously Zelthcon did have more workers until that engagement, and speed is only just now on the way for BenQ. Meanwhile, speed is finished for Zelthcon, but no expansion for either player as yet. Great overlord positioning by both players. This overlord could be a bit of danger if the queen did push out, but again, just keeps good scouting information to know exactly what's going on. BenQ is choosing to pull back his Zerglings, and I think that's the right move because, I mean, he could follow up with some more Banelings, but it might not be too effective. A lot of Zerglings are on the way though for Zelthcon though, so a big counterattack could be coming in now, and I mean, it all depends on BenQ's Baneling play. I mean, he hasn't actually morphed in any more Banelings, just getting a Roach Warren out and following up with a lot of drones, trying to get ahead in the drone lead, which he is doing. He's 4 drones ahead, but I mean, obviously, unless he gets some Banelings, he's going to have a lot of problems here, because Zelthcon is actually getting a lot more Zerglings out now, and just maxing up on Zerglings, not getting any more drones at all, just making sure he doesn't get supply blocked. And I mean, this could be super effective. There are only these Zerglings out on the field for BenQ, and Zelthcon could do a lot of damage. And I mean, if he gets in, there's really just needs Banelings. And here we go. Great movement of these Zerglings here, taking them outside the edge of the map, just skirting the edge to prevent Overlords from spotting them, which of course would give BenQ the time he needs to morph these Zerglings into Banelings. But I mean, this is pretty much going to be all over. There's just another wave of drones being made by BenQ there, and here we go, it's all flooding in, and I mean, this is pretty much a good game. I don't see any way. Trying to morph in some Banelings now really quickly, but they are just all going to go down. If you take a look, they're just all getting surrounded, and this is not nice for BenQ at all here. And Zelthcon is just going to march in, and I mean, this is a good game. There's no way to defend this. A Roach and 2 Zerglings on the way, and it looks like BenQ don't play like this, dude. If you see Banes and going for Ling all in, that doesn't even make sense. Like, if you're gonna lose, then at least GG. I mean, BenQ did go in for an all-in himself early on, kind of really early Banes from a temple. I mean, to be fair, like, that was a bit of a cheesy opening. He wasn't really going for a macro game, and I mean, personally, Zelthcon could have had a bit of problems. It was all about the Banelings. BenQ, if he had those 4 Zerglings as Banelings, he probably could have defended that quite easily. So it just shows that just because you did that damage early on, you kind of got to be prepared for a counter-attack, otherwise you can just lose. And it does also show that ZvZ is a very volatile game. If you get behind, you can then come back and win. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Just a kind of more fun community game rather than a pro high-level game. Not to say that Zelthcon or BenQ aren't great players, but I hope you did enjoy it. Thanks very much for watching.